Hey y'all, how you doing? Yeah, today we're doing another Wattpad StoryTime Part 2. Um, let's go find it. Alright. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Alright. So we left off last time with chapter number 4 called Sweep Me Off My Feet. So already we know there's a tornado coming. We're really not gonna... Well, let me see what's in this chapter. Alright. Uh, Hold on. Ooh. Alright. So based off in this chapter we left off, they are right now in a storm. And we need to figure out what's gonna happen. Alright. Let's pick up where we left off with reading. Ryder, I look back at Chase and he's far behind me. I'm coming. I only have 2 steps. I'm coming. I only have 2 steps or 3 steps because the wind did not rest. Did the rest. I picked him up and started trying running. Thanks, Ryder, he said. No problem. I jump off the ledge that's on the top of my garage to be slammed into the garage door by the wind. Whoo, child, I know what that feels like. Whoo! He hurts. Ooh. Alright. Alright. I got slammed into the garage. Ryder, are you okay? Chase asked. Yeah, bruised. Just a bruise or 2, I tell Chase. I open the garage door and get on my ATV. I put Chase in front of me and starts the engine. Let's see what this thing can really do. Oh. Can't talk. Gum in my mouth. Just so you guys know, these next few chapters are going to start to get a little bit juicy and spicy, alright? You alright with that? Alright, let's keep reading. Now let's see what this thing can really do. I race down the driveway, cutting through the grass so I can get more speed. I drive across the bridge onto the boardwalk and speed halfway down across Adventure Bay. I see the girls, they're running fast, but the one that's pushing them closer to it. Katie! I shout as loud as I can. Ryder, you came, she yells back. She picks up Sky and runs to my ATV. When she finally makes it, she puts Sky in front of her and wraps her arms around my chest, which makes me blush. Ooh, y'all kids and y'all imaginations. The blushing and the things that's going on. It's just so much. It's so much going on. So they got back. We drove all the way back home in my ATV into the garage because I'm too worried about Katie and Sky. There's something in the milk ain't clean. I'ma just say that. I ain't even bothered putting it in my garage because I'm too worried about Katie and Sky. I pull up right to the front door and it slides open first. I grab Katie's hands and pull her off my ATV. Thanks, Ryder, she says. You're welcome. We got to get to the top floor and I grab 4 towels for us. Here, dry off. Chase and Sky lay next to each other on the floor and Katie and I sat on the couch. Now pause. Anytime your crush is in trouble, you always go help him out, alright? Alright? That's for y'all young brothers out here. I don't care how old you are. You're probably my age or older. Don't care. Let's keep reading. You're welcome, I say. Wake up. You have to stay overnight. I'm not letting you out there. I thought you might say that, she says. Do you have anything to eat? Dog food, I say honestly. She giggles. For real, Ryder. I'm not joking, I say. Ryder, what's going on? Why don't you have kibble of food? No dip, Sherlock. His parents just died. So why would he have food? I wouldn't want to eat either. I'm dead serious. I wouldn't want to eat either. If my parents just got into a car crash and you ask me, why isn't there any food in your fridge? Of course, I don't have any money, okay? I just don't feel like going. I feel like there's going to be a lot of rage today, so better watch out. Watch out. How long we been recording? Only 5 minutes. We're probably going to go a little bit longer today, just for the sake of time. If I feel like it, don't bank on it. Alright. Ryder, what's going on? Why don't you have kibble or food, she asks. Why didn't you call Chris? He's the guy you're friends with, I ask. I'll answer your question if you answer mine, she says. Fine. Yesterday there was a car crash, and my parents were in it. First year. And I couldn't finish my sentence. I just put my hands on my face and shook my head no. Oh, Ryder, she says, and she puts her arms around my shoulder. Chris loves Sarah. I didn't call him, but he'd rather hang out with her than to save me. I look at her. So why did you call me? I asked. Sky said to. I look at Sky and Chase, who are both fast asleep, with the towels covered them like blankets. You know, you actually look cute with your hair straight up like that. I wipe my tears off with my towel. Really? Yeah, you should wear that more often, she says through a yawn. She brings her arms down, wraps herself more in the towel, and puts her head on my shoulder. I watch her slowly drift to sleep. When it's about 11:33, we're not going to do what we did yesterday. We are not doing that. When it's around 11:30, I carry her bride style to the guest bedroom and tuck her in. Woo! Yeah! Get into it! Yeah! I almost knocked my mirror down. Ooh! Bride style to the guest bedroom and tuck her in. Then I go thinking today was the worst day of my life. So over on this chapter, I think I said in the beginning, they got into a car crash. They got into a storm. And now they're starting to really open up to each other what's going on. Let's move on to Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chapter 5. The Noob. Why didn't you go to school today? Why didn't you go to school? It's Monday. I just woken up a few minutes ago and it's almost 9:30. School was started going. Why? School. It was almost 9:30. School would have started 30 minutes ago. Because you weren't going? You don't think you don't have dead parents and a new dog? I said, looking in the fridge if we had any milk. My fridge literally has ketchup, moldy bread, and broccoli, which I refuse to eat because it's so nasty. But I have a new friend. Congratulations, Chase, I said. Okay, hold on. I knew what she meant, but I love hearing her laugh. She's sitting on the couch with the same thing she had on last night. She has a blanket and Sky on her lap, who's still sound asleep. Chase is curled up next to her leg, but is awake. I was thinking of going to Mr. Porter's for breakfast today. You finally feel hungry after 3 days without eating? Oh, shut up! Shut up! See, this is why. This happens in every TV show. When something traumatic happens, you say, one person says one thing. Like, oh, Sarah, you haven't eaten in 5 days after Paul left you. And like, is this true? Shut up! Keep your mouth closed. Okay, let me calm down. You finally feel hungry after 3 days without eating, Chase asked. Ryder, is that true? Katie looked concerned for me. I didn't know what to say. I'd never seen her care for me at all, or even glance my way. And then yesterday happened, and bam, my appetite comes back, and I actually want to get out the house. Overall, I just want to be there for her when she's in trouble. Yes, I say honestly, that's unhealthy. We've got to go before you die of starvation. I look at her face. That sarcastically says, "Yeah, right." For your information, I ate breakfast on the first day. Boom! And I got drool just falling out of my mouth, just pouring out. For your information, I ate breakfast on the first day. I said as I walk into my room. I put my usual clothes on, but today I decided to spike my hair up instead of laying it flat on my head. We are walking to Mr. Porter's when Katie turns to me and says, "Why do you care so much?" To be honest, that was a curveball. What do you mean? The boy I've known since birth, who I thought would do anything for me, turned down saving my life for some other stupid girl. I had my first real conversation with you 3 days ago. And you not only saved my life, but gave me shelter in the storm. Yeah, well, I guess I just saw how scared you were, and I knew if I didn't do something for you and Sky before you and Sky got hurt, I wouldn't be able to live myself. Really? She just said, almost in shock. No one has ever told me that. Really? Now it's my turn to be shocked. Not even your parents. My mom works in this area and I never met my dad. Left before I was born. Oh, I say, looking down my feet. You have to promise me you won't tell anyone. Promise me you won't tell anyone about my parents. They're going to find out. I know. I just let them do it for themselves. I say, looking back at her. A promise for a promise. She's holding up her pinky finger. Promise for a promise. I say, linking our pinky fingers. We finally made it to Mr. Porter's, and what I brought was just enough to pay. Kate and I were chatting when Mr. Porter spilled grease on the floor in front of the doorway. "I'll help you clean that up, Mr. Porter," Chase said, jumping over the puddle to get some help. "Thanks, little pup. I gotta go deliver these orders. I'll be right back to help," Mr. Porter said. Right as Mr. Porter stepped over a big puddle, a spark flew across the grill, landing on the grease, coercing it into a burst in flame, trapping Chase in the kitchen alone. "Chase!" I shout, jumping out of my seat. All of a sudden, a black and white blur jumped from under the patio. "I'll save you, Chase," he shouted, jumping onto the table, grabbing my cup of water and spreading it over the scene. The water quickly put out the fire, creating a puddle of grease/water. I run up to the little guy and notice it's a Dalmatian pup. "Thanks for saving my friend," I say, crouching down the path. "No problem. I'm Marshall, Chase growled from the other side of the puddle. Chase, I'm sorry. I told you before. Wait, hold on. Alright. Okay. I'm getting some drama going on. Oh. Ooh, I got a headache. Marshall, Chase growled from the other side of the puddle. Chase, I'm sorry. I've told you before. I was really jealous of you, and I was sick and tired of the girls that would use me just to get back at you. Marshall said, use you? You wish. Chase, he just saved you. I cut him off. Don't you owe him something? Thank you. Thank you, Marshall. You can go back home now, Marshall. Go on. I was thinking about staying around here. I don't even have a home anyways. I wish I could foster you, but I don't have enough food, I say. I can help pay out for food, Katie blurts out. Really? 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 Marshall says, really? I say, no way on planet Earth am I going with that 2-no-3 timing mutt. Chase shouts, that happened one time. Get over it. This is so petty. That happened one time. Get over it. Marshall shouts, causing heads to turn. What? I whisper, keep it down. You're disturbing other people eating. Sorry, sir, Chase says. Come on, let's get you boys to the house. I say. I grab Katie's arm and spin her around so she's facing me. Then I put my mouth really close to her. What are you gonna do about Sky? Oh, what are you gonna do about Sky? Alright. I don't know. I think I'll just keep her at my place until I can find someone to take care of her. She whispers back. I let go of her arm and pull away from her face. Okay, I say, thanks for helping me pay for the pups. I say, we start walking back home, but I notice the pups aren't following. Chase, Sky, Marshall, let's get home. They quickly sprint in front of us. Sky stays closer to us while Chase always makes sure that he is in front of Marshall. My pleaser, by the way, your house isn't really a house. Katie says, it's more of a lookout. You know the ones we learn in history? A lookout, I say, surprised. Yeah, but plus it sounds cooler. Would you rather live in a house or a lookout? She adds. A lookout, I said. I know, me too. A lookout. I mumble under my breath, suddenly filled with inspiration. A lookout. Alright, I'm not going to do a summary. We're just going to say they got more into the lives of the two of them. And they're just creating some small talk, alright? Let's keep going. We're probably going to go a little bit longer this time. We're probably going to go about like an hour. Depends on how I feel, or 40 minutes. Oh no, I ain't ready. Cancel. Love? Chase's POV. Go home, it's been 3 days. Go home, it's been 3 days, Ryder says. I'm not leaving until you go to school, Katie says. She crosses her arms on her chest. Katie hasn't left my house since the storm, which I don't mind because she owns Sky, I guess. And when Katie leaves, so will she. Skies is my new best friend, and I would do anything to protect her. I really never had a best friend because of my short temper. I'm just really good at making enemies, though. Like Marshall. I hate him. I was always the caring pup that would care about what girls had to say. But Marshall wasn't. He was a player, which made me mad because he would date 3 girls at a time and get away with it. I know. I should give him another chance, but my heart says not to. Chase, is there something wrong? Sky says. You haven't peeled your eyes off of Marshall. You know, you never know with him. I say, don't be ridiculous. He's sleeping, she says. I'm sorry, I say, looking at her. Thank you, she says. You know how I'm staying with Katie, right? Yeah. Well, something in me tells me not to trust her. Why? Katie's been nothing but nice to you. I look at Katie and Ryder, who are talking to each other eating strawberries. Not to me. To Ryder? I think she's just looking for revenge after that boy was hanging out with another girl instead of saving her. Oh, true, I say. I think we just got to be there when he learns the truth. I think we should tell him. No, he won't listen. We're just dogs, I say. Just dogs? I think you underestimate yourself and your kind, she says. I don't know. Maybe, I say. Ryder's POV. Fine, I'll go to school tomorrow. Fine, I'll go to school tomorrow, I say, pulling out a box of strawberries. Good. I was getting worried about you'll never get over what happened. No kidding, Sherlock. His mom and dad just died. I wouldn't even go to school. You had the pump and pride of me to go to school. Hey, what you expect me to feel? You want me to just hop back in school like, hey, yo, what's up? What's the dealio? I don't think people say dealio. Like, hey, what up? What's the deal? No. Good. Good. Because I was worried you will never get over what happened, she says, popping a strawberry in her mouth. I do the same. And out the corner of my eye, I see Chase glance over at us. Probably nothing. So what are we going to do today? If you're out for the tornado and wind knocked down a bunch of trash onto the beach, you want to go help clean it up? Sure, she says, practically leaping into the elevator. And Katie's POV. This was bad, very bad. I was falling for him and fast. But why? I don't even really know him. It's just the way he treats me. Like our past never happened. like we were friends forever. I don't know what people will think when I walk into school tomorrow. I want people to know I was with them just to get back at Chris. But if Ryder find out, I'll be forced to tell him the truth. I liked him. I must be going out of my mind because things are going too fast. It's different with Chris. Way different. Chris likes putting his hands on me. Which I wouldn't mind if he knew the boundaries, but he don't. He does not. A simple arm around my shoulder can turn into a makeout session if I don't watch myself. My mom really has no rule on dating. So I just made it up. So he could stop trying to make out with me. Or work. I don't know. Come on up. We're going to the beach. Ryder says. Wait, I'm not. Marshall says, trotting over to the elevator. I see Marshall wink at Sky and blushes. Oh, my. Did I really just see that? Oh, my goodness. Did I really just see that? Why am I so mad about it? We're just friends. No, you know what? Marshall can't have his way every time. I'm gonna find a way to make sure he knows Sky is off limits. Wait, no, she's not. Ugh! I can't ask her out. Yes, she can. I look at Sky. No, I can't. Are you coming, Chase? Marshall asks Sky, making Sky giggle. It's over. It's over. You might as well just take her now. Wait, hold on. Let me read that again. I actually like that. Are you coming, Chase? Marshall asks, making Sky giggle. It's over. You might as well just take her now. Yeah. I say, running to the elevator, sitting next to Sky. I hate the thought of losing her, but I can't lose something that wasn't mine. The beach was a mess. All sorts of trash sprawled all over the place. I put everything on the line. I put everything on the line. I saw some debris run under the bridge. Put everything on the line. I saw a gray dog run through this bridge. Okay, Pups and Katie. Ryder says, smiling at Katie, I brought you all here to do a good deed to Adventure Bay by cleaning up the trash. The blue bins are for garbage, and the green bins are for recycling. Go! Ryder's POV. Good job announcing, Katie says. Thanks. I say, look into her blue eyes. That just melts me every time I looked into them. I really liked her, but I didn't let it show. I don't want her to find out and then run away because she thinks I'm a freak. We start walking towards the shore, picking up pieces of trash. We split off, and everyone worked for a while before she came back. Ryder, I'm tired. Come on, Katie, let's go dip our feet in the water. Hold on. Who is it? For what? For what? Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I gotta go handle something. Okay, where did I leave off at? I need to lose weight. I need to lose lots of it. Alright, where did I leave off at? Alright, where did I leave off at? Come on, Katie, let's go dip our feet in the water. I tell Katie. We kick our shoes off and feel the squishy sand between our feet. I want to try it. I just never did. I just never do it. I've seen Chris try it a million times in school. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, y'all kids are slick nowadays. I just don't know. I don't know. No, I don't know. I want to try it. I just never did. I just don't do it. I should just do it. I've seen Chris do it, try it a million times in school, and every time she just smacks him. I'm going to do it. I reach for her hand and grab it. She doesn't pull back. I grab back. I can't believe this happened. I look at her hands, into her eyes, beautiful blue, ocean blue eyes, and at the sunset. Without a doubt, the best day of my life. My man finally got a girl. What's going on in this chapter? We meet Marshall, the one that Chase hates. Absolutely hates. With a passion. Can't stand him. Horrible. And then we learn about how Chase felt jealous that he could pull more women than he could. And there's a problem. Before adventure, let's move on. Chapter 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chapter 7. The Kiss. That night, I dropped her off and Sky off at her clinic, and the pups and I started walking home. I couldn't stop smiling all the way home. I get ready and lay in bed when the growling started. Ryder, Chase is after me. I hear Marshall yell. I run into the living room. Before I know it, I know what's going on. Marshall jumps into my arms. Whoa! I say, stumbling back a bit, trying to catch myself. Your dog is rabid. Marshall says, Chase, go wait in my room. Yeah, Chase, go wait in my room. Yes, sir. He says with his ears full of bed. Don't worry, Marshall. I'll talk to him, I say. Psh, I could have taken him down. I was just calling you in here so you can watch the show. He says, oh gosh, what am I going to do without him? Is that why you jumped into my arms? I asked. His cheeks got rosy for a second. Just put me down, he snaps. I put the Dalmatian in front of my vocabulary. I put the Dalmatian down, walking into my room. I'm getting stuck. Why am I getting stuck? Walking into my room, being sure to shut the door. I look at him. He's so cute. Focus, Ryder. Tell me what happened. I say, well, I saw him look at Sky in a certain way, and wait a minute. Hold on. This whole thing is about Sky? I asked. Yeah, keep up. And I wanted to show him who's boss around here. Last time I checked, I'm the boss around here, I say. Plus, be nice. You might become brothers one day. You're thinking of adopting him? He spouts out the last word like they're poison. Woo! Nosy. Woohoo! I hear from the other side of the door. I laugh, but Chase is dead serious, staring at me and waiting for his answer. Maybe I am, I say. This letting the lets out of an annoyed moan. You're sleeping in here tonight. I don't trust you two alone out there. He lets out another annoyed moan. What? I'm not that bad, I smirk at him. Whatever, he says, laying down my feet. Hey, Ryder, nice hair. Thanks, Katie, I say to the blonde-haired girl in front of me. I had hair spike, just how she told me to wear it. Ready for your first day back? She says. Ready for your first day back? Ah, she says without emotion. We gotta get to school, both of us. And both of us part to first period. Hi, Ryder, Riley says. Riley from my math class says. Riley is Katie's arch enemy, which makes her just as popular. I didn't even know she knew my name. Hey, Riley. I saw you with Katie. She said it like Katie was some deadly disease. You don't need her. She grabbed my jacket and pulled me up against the wall and puts her arms around me. Riley, let go. I'm about to be late. I didn't know. I don't know why I didn't let go then. I wish I had, because the look on Katie's face broke me down till there was nothing left. Riley purposely kissed me and said, "Ew, Ryder, I don't even like you like that," and turned away, leaving Katie, and I shook, which for her quickly turned into pain. Now, this chapter was about the thematic elements that led into the incline of Chase and Marshall actually hating each other. We don't know why they hate each other. I know why. Well, I said it in the chapter before, actually, part 1 yesterday, that we're setting boundaries. Chase does not like Marshall because he was a player. He disrespected women. Chase didn't appreciate it. So, they just don't like each other. It's okay. Alright. Chapter 8. Watch your back. I hate you, she screamed. Wait, I can explain that, Chase said. Get away from me. Stop following me. Ring. Oh, great. We're late. When she turns away from me, I speed up and grab her arm and pull her into the janitor's closet. Don't touch me. Calm down and be quiet, or we'll get caught. She sits on the opposite side of the closet, hugging her knees. I don't care. I'm sorry, I said. Don't give me that. She snapped. Stop acting like a whiny baby and talk like a normal person. I snapped. We're just planning to get Riley? No! I don't care about Riley. No! I don't care about Riley. Why would you say that? I just took care of you for 3 days. Why would you say... Wait, hold on. Let me say that again. Where is that? Why would you say that? I just took care of you for 3 days. I started to yell. Why do you even care? You should have just let me get caught in that. Oh! Katie raises her. Now, why would I do that? Now, what kind of dumb thing is that? Why would I do that? Why? I don't know. Why did you do it? I did it. She kissed me. Then why did she say, "Ew, Ryder, I don't like you like that"? To get back at you, I yelled, and then I quickly regretted. We sit in silence for a while, and when we know it, the coast is clear. We continue. To get back at me? Do you think I'm stupid? She whispered, shout. What is wrong with you? Why are you being so stubborn? I shout back. I don't know. She starts bawling. Katie, don't cry. I thought you were different. I stopped scooting. I'm about a foot away from her shoes. It's always been... Everyone loves Riley and hates me because I hate Riley and they don't. It's not like that at all. I don't want your boatload of I don't know what, Ryder. I want the truth. Katie doesn't know how beautiful I think she is. She's too blinded by her biggest insecurity, Riley. I would never say something that I don't mean to you. I say, holding up my hands to show I'm not crossing fingers. Honestly, I thought you were way better than Riley. Not only in looks, but in personality. That's what Chris said. That's what Chris said. and then one day I said to me out, but I pretend not to see it. That Chris and I can stay friends. I never told anyone until now. Every time a tear came out of her eye, it hurt me more and more, until I am now the weakest yet strongest state. Weird what girls do to me. That's not what's going on here. I promise. I don't like Riley. Actually, what she just said to you, I hate her. I said, just saying that. No, I am not. Then prove it. Then prove it. I scooch over next to her and put my arm around her shoulders and put her head in my shoulders. I want to kiss her so badly right now, but I'm not going to. I never want to be the guy who kissed two different girls in 20 minutes. She says, we sit in comfortable silence for the rest of the period. When the bell rings, I walk into the next class. Mr. Mack, who teaches science, he's a cool teacher. In his mid-30s, he's always find a way to get food into our lesson. For instance, this year is all about marine life, so we all made a cookie diagram of a fish. Katie sits on the other side. Katie sits on the other side of the classroom, so I won't be able to see her face unless I turn around. How long have we been recording? 40 minutes. All right, we might get to go to an hour. You never know. All right, let's keep reading. Katie, okay. I like your hair, Ryder, Emily says. Emily sits next to me at my table, and honestly, it's really stupid. She's trying to copy off of my test, and never does the homework. Thanks, I say. Yeah, you're looking hot, Haley says. Haley sits across me, and she's nothing special. So looks, average grades, and a good personality. I never felt anything for her. She's just not Katie. The bell rings. Is everyone excited for our field trip on Friday? He shouts. A series of yays, claps, and whoops come from us. When did you start wearing it that way? Emily asked. Yesterday, I answered. I think Ryder's hair looks like trash. Chris says, sitting down, getting his millionth tardy. I was hoping he wouldn't come today. Chris is just jealous of Ryder, Haley says. For what? Emily says it's like you. She was going to Disneyland. Ryder and Katie walked into school together, but then Katie caught Ryder kissing Riley. So now him and Katie are each other guts out. That is so not true, I clarify. Who told you that? Riley? Haley says, figures, I say, roll my eyes. For one, Riley kissed me, not the other way around. For two, Katie and I made up. We're fine. Listen up, retort. Stay away from Katie or else. Or else what? I say, pushing my lips. Or else I'll break your nose. I guess that's the chance I'm gonna have to take. I say, all three mouths of them flew wide open like someone just... I can't think of an acronym right now. I guess no one has ever stood up to Chris before. Watch your back, retort. The name is Ryder. Boom! Alright. So in the last show we got some little spice, some tension. And then the big bubble just had to pop. Riley, a school popular girl like Katie, kissed Ryder and Ryder didn't appreciate it. Katie found out she didn't like it. So they're talking, saying, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't do it. I didn't want to do it. And then they get into class, and Chris Smith, in chapter 2, we learned that he's jealous, and he found out. Now we're gonna stop it right here for tonight. Hold on. So this chapter, hold on. in this chapter, we're not going to read all of it because it's just like the pups at the house are having an adventure. So let's jump to like closer to the end. Let's get home before it's dark, Sky says. All of us nod in agreement. When we get to the beach, all three of us runs to the lookout. When we walk in, Ryder's crying with his head on his lap and on the couch. Katie's whispering some things into him and rubbing his back. Ryder, what happened? I say, running over to him. Chase, Marshall, Sky, you alright? Ryder is picking me up and giving me a squeeze and putting me back down. I look at Katie and Ryder a little closer. Katie has a black eye, and Ryder has a big bruise on his cheek and elbow. Of course we're alright, Sky says. What happened to the two of you? Almost shout, Chris. Oh my gosh. Chris them did it. I knew I wasn't gonna like him. My baby boy and my girl. They got the old school roundhouse kick. Oh! Good. Chapter. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chapter 10. What happened? Ryder's POV. Earlier that day. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. She says, stopping in her tracks with the mouth halfway to the floor. Come on, we're gonna be. And that's when I saw it. Chris and Sarah making out in the hallway. Case all of a sudden grabs my hand and kisses me on the cheek as we start to walk past them. Ow. My face turns bright red, and I think so does hers. Maybe that's just anger. Chris turns to look at us and then keeps kissing Sarah. When we get past him, I let go of her hand. What was that for? I asked her, walking her into class. My class is very close by, so we have time to talk. What? She asked innocently with a grin. I'm not amused. We both know I'm not stupid. Get it. You still have feelings for him. I'm smart enough to know I'm being used. She looks at her feet, unsure what to say. I'm not easy because I don't want him back, she says. But you want to get back at him? Well, yeah, it's okay. I should have known. I say, walking. It's okay. I should have known. I say, walking away. I turn the corner and walk into my next class. First period dragged into second. Emily and Haley had huge smiles on their faces when I walked in. Oh my gosh, she kissed you? Emily blurted out, how do you two always know things? Not Emily. How do you two know things the minute they happen? I know people. Hey, Haley and Emily. Hey, Haley and Emily. Chris smiles, sitting down at them at the seat. Then he frowns at me. You forgot Ryder. Emily points out, man, that girl is dumb. Chris just stares at Emily. Yeah, so anyways, Haley said, did you kiss her back? Oh, see, there goes another one. Shut up. Yeah, so anyways, did you kiss her back? Who? Chris asks. Katie, Emily says. No, I say. Haley and Emily get. Why not? Emily asks. Reasons I didn't want Chris to know. It's because all she wants is me, Chris says. Haley and Emily's mouth drop. Oh my gosh, is that true? Haley says, looking at me, yes, I admit. He said yes, I knew it, Chris shouts. I am so getting back with her. But what about Sarah, I asked. I got with her for the same reason she got with you. I just picked the stupid one. That they'll never figure me out. You're a real jerk, and Katie would be stupid enough to get back with you, I argue. She better, see, I get too do it to carry that out. My words up. Alright. How long have we been recording? Alright, let's get these 10 minutes done over. We'll complete our 1 hour special. She would be better off with me than you, Chris laughed. Oh, please, don't flatter yourself. The bell rang, signaling the end of our conversation. School went on normally until after 5th period. I saw Chris turn the corner with a red face built up with anger and his fist clenched. I moved out of his way so he could get through. But to my surprise, he came up to me and punched me right in the face, knocking me backwards, landing right on my elbow. What in the world? What is going on, Chris? What in the world, Chris? I say, get him up. He brings his fist, and a blonde-haired girl steps in front of me, taking the blow right in the eye. That's domestic abuse. I will be filing charges soon enough. You'll be in the back of the police car for domestic abuse. Boom! Ooh, all right. Katie, I say as she bends over holding her. Are you okay? She nods, but I hear a foot drip fall on the floor. You're stupid, Katie. You should have just let me done it, Chris shouts. Don't you dare call her stupid, I shout. Oh, please, you called her stupid this morning. He said, no, I didn't. I said she'd be stupid for her to ever falling for you again. And obviously I was right. Now Katie looks up at me. Could you walk me home? You could chose any other time to have to go home. You could have asked any other given time. Can you take me home, please? But you chose in the middle of a fight. These kids are wildin'. They don't know what they're talking about. Oh. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Could you walk me home? She asked. Of course, I said when we both start walking home. A few minutes of the silence goes by before I break it. Why'd you do it? What? Step in front of me. I couldn't watch you get hurt, knowing I could do something. Oh, please. Chris told me the whole reason why you hang with me. He did? I put everything in line. I saw her blush. I must be seeing it. Yeah, he said it was the same reason why he got with Sarah. But he got with Sarah before the storm, she points out. I guess the only reason why he stayed with her is just to make you jealous. He did call her stupid, I say. We walk in silence for a minute. We're 9 years old. You shouldn't be going through this, she says. I'm just gonna have to deal with it, I say. Honestly, we get to the lookout and I call for Chase and Marshall. No response. Guys! I shout later. I'm home! Nothing. Ryder, the door is unlocked, Katie says. Maybe they just went to go see Sky, I say, running off to her clinic. We get there. Sky? Sky? Katie says between deep breaths. Marshall? Chase? I say not so out of breath. No response. She takes out her key and opens the door. Pops? I say, holding back tears. Katie starts opening doors and checking rooms. No! Door slam. No! Door slam. No! Ryder, I don't think they're here. Door slam. The beach, Mr. Porras, the floors, they can be halfway to the city by now. I say, I'm such a horrible pet owner. A tear slips. Hey, no crying. We're gonna go check everywhere until we find them. Okay, let's go. Actually, Kelly. Actually, can we use your ATV? She asked. Just wait here, I'll go get it, I said, running to the lookout. I get back quickly and see someone waiting for me at my door. Hello, Mary Goodway, how are you? Hello, Ryder. Good. I came to ask how are you doing living on your own? Fine. Why? I asked. Okay. The real reason why I've come is to tell you that the bank has found $25,000 in your saving in your dad's account and $10,000 on your mother's. I could practically feel my eyes popping out of my head. 35 G's? I knew my parents didn't have a money problem, but this? Wow. And I thought $100 was a lot. How do I withdraw? I asked. Whenever you need money, just go to the bank and give them your passport. Then tell them how much you want. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, I said with excitement. She walks back to City Hall. I get on my ATV and dashes to Katie's. Katie, you won't believe what I just found out, I say, handing her a spare hammer. You found the pups? She asks. I wish. No, I just found out my parents left 35 G's for me in their bank accounts. Ryder, wow, Ryder, that's great, she says. Now come on, let's go find our pups, she says. Our whole afternoon to sundown was devoted into finding the 3 pups with no luck. Ryder, it's getting late. We'll look for them in the morning. They might be dead by then, I cried. I'm so sorry, Ryder. It's not safe. I know she's right. I turn around, giving up on hope. I sit on my couch and put my head in my lap, sobbing so much I couldn't barely breathe. Katie sits down next to me and rubs my back. It's okay, we'll find them, she whispers. The elevator door dings and I can see Chase first. Ryder, what happened? Chase says, running over to me. Chase, Marshall, Sky, you alright? I say, picking up Chase, giving him a hug and putting him back down. He starts looking at us fiercely. Of course we're alright, Sky says. What happened to the 2 of you? Chase says, and I notice the bruises. Chris, Katie says. Ooh, wow, y'all. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank you guys for tuning in to this 1-hour special. I'm so glad you came and joined. I'm so glad you came to take a seat, get your popcorn, and get this story time going. I'm so glad you're available. So, preview for tomorrow's episode. Tomorrow's episode, we will be doing the same thing we did today. We'll be jumping more into the lives of these 2 kids and the dogs. Alright, y'all. I love you guys. God loves you too. And I love you more. No, God loves you more than me, but hey. If you want to follow along with the story, just go on my Wattpad. It's right here. There you go, DJ Flex 123. Go on my readings list and you can follow along with reading the book. Alright? I hope y'all had a great time. I know I had fun. But did you have fun? Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Deuces, I'm out.